We're getting up close and personal in this room today. All right, the friends, for anyone that has not heard it, in this video, I'm going to share my entire story with you. My lifelong struggle with weight, the things I tried that didn't work to lose weight, and the things that I did that actually worked to help me lose 130 pounds and keep it off for 6 years. Whew, booyah! All right.
I'm pretty sure that nobody says booyah anymore.
I do, I'm bringing it back and I'm making it cool again.
And I've been with you for 15 years and that's literally the first time you've ever said booyah.
We're making it cool. It came out of my mouth, so that's what we're going with. And everybody is now going to type booyah in the comments because they know it's cool, right guys?
No one is, because I'm editing that out.
No, literally, he's leaving it in. Booyah in the comments. If you're cool, do it. Okay, so my story actually started when I was very young. My struggle with weight loss started when I was about 5. After hearing some comments from people around me, I started really paying attention to the fact that I was getting a bit chubby and that my belly stuck out. And now I want to make this clear, in no way am I blaming anyone for that. I know that the people that said the comments, they didn't actually mean to put me down and they meant well. So this is just about how it started. And as a little girl, I didn't really understand that. So I took it on, internalized it, and started really focusing on my body. And my earliest memory, again, I was 5 years old and I was in gymnastics and I was wearing this very tight blue bodysuit. And I remember I was having fun and then all of a sudden I stopped and I sat out and I looked down and all I could see was my stomach poking out of my gymnastics uniform. And even though I was 5, I could not get past that. I was so embarrassed. I said to my mom, like, Mom, I want to leave. I don't want to do gymnastics anymore. And I couldn't even tell her that it's because I'm embarrassed of my belly. And I don't actually think I've ever told her that to this day. I was so embarrassed. And from there, I became more and more fixated on my body, and I hid as I started to grow up. I would hide my body in baggy clothes. I was always very self-conscious, and my weight would go up and down. It was normal. Most kids do go up and down, but I really started fixating on it. And then when I hit 10 years old, I started to sneak food. I was so embarrassed of my body, and then I started to develop emotional eating. And I remember I would make my lunch as a little girl at 10, and I would actually fill it with treats. And when everyone would go to sleep, I would eat everything in my lunch, and then I would feel guilty. So I would actually weigh, at the time we used paper lunch bags because I'm like really old, but I would weigh it down with a pop. So it looked like there was lunch in it. But the next day, I wouldn't eat anything. I would just drink the pop because I felt so guilty about eating all of my lunch plus all the extra treats I had put in there. And that kind of got worse until I hit 13. And at 13, I started discovering all of the women's magazines and all the diets on the front covers. I started doing all of those diets, and then I took the diet pills, I did Slim Fast, the cabbage soup diet. I literally tried everything under the sun, and my weight kept going up and down and up and down. And for the most part though, I was really chubby. I was plus size. I was always, 14 plus from a teenager on. And that kept going, and my emotional eating got worse and worse and worse until in my early 20s, I met Kyle, and together we were already heavy, but together our emotional eating, because we both had it, got even more worse, and we gained more weight together to where we got to our heaviest weights of 275 pounds for me, 375 pounds for Kyle. We had massive health problems at that point. Kyle had developed type 2 diabetes, and I had sleep apnea so bad I was stopping breathing 7 times a night and partially stopping breathing 84 times a night. I also had plantar fasciitis so bad in my left foot that I could barely walk. We both had knee, hip, back problems, heel problems, all from our weight. And we struggled so much, and then together we tried to do all the fad diets, and everything just kept failing because it wasn't sustainable. We tried taking away food groups, fad diets, exercise programs. Nothing worked because it took something away, and that just wasn't sustainable for us. So finally, after Kyle got his type 2 diabetes diagnosis, we thought, okay, this is really serious. Like, our health is failing, and if we don't do something, things could get worse, and one of us might not be here anymore, or both of us. So we literally had to save our lives. And we made the choice this time we needed to do something that we could stick to. And we thought, well, we don't want to give up the foods that we love. So how do we do this so that we can eat foods we like and lose weight? And that's when we discovered portion control. And we couldn't count calories or track food in any way at that point because numbers just overwhelmed us and sent us back into emotional eating. So we started small. Kyle and I at that time were eating a whole bag of chips each a night for a snack, plus a lot of other things. But we thought, okay, let's still eat the chips, but let's start portioning it in a bowl. So that was the first start of our portion control journey. Was we took a bag of chips, we poured a bowl each, and once the bowl was done, we were done. But we still got our chips. And just measuring out the chips put us in a calorie deficit to start seeing results. Then we started doing it with everything. Instead of 3 plates of dinner, we had 2. And then instead of 4 pieces of bacon, we had 2. We just started eating a little bit less. Then we bought portion food scale, we bought measuring cups and measuring spoons, and started using the backs of packages to use the serving sizes and measuring it all out. And just with the portion control, because we had so much weight to lose, we lost 50 pounds in 3 months eating the stuff that we loved. And because we were so heavy and we had so many health problems, exercise-wise, we really couldn't do very much. So we decided to walk. We made a pact with each other. We're gonna eat less, love what we eat. We didn't give up anything. We still went on dates, we still went to restaurants, we still went to the movies, but we brought lower calorie versions of things, and we portioned everything out, and we walked. We got outside every day, and we said we're just gonna walk as much as we could. We started with 5 to 15 minutes because we could barely bend down to tie our shoes. With my plantar fasciitis, I couldn't really go very far without stopping, and Kyle was getting really bad leg cramps. So we did have to stop. That's what we did. Every day we got out there. Every few minutes we had to stop, but we just kept going. That eventually built up to where, with the portion control and the walking, we went from 5 to 15 minutes to 30 to 45 minutes because our stamina built up and we were losing weight with portion control. And then the weight just fell off. After the first 50 pounds, it went to a steady 1 to 2 pounds a week, which is a really good way to do it because you can sustain it. And it's crazy to think, like, by doing that, by loving what we eat, what we ate, and we ate it in portion, we still do that now. Now we have a calorie range that we eat within. For Kyle, it's about 2,500, and for me, it's 1900 to 2,000. But at the beginning, we couldn't do calories, so it was portion. And if you're there, if you're struggling with trying things that aren't working, or it feels really hard, just know, I'm the most fit that I have ever been, so is Kyle. I'm fitting into a size 5 for the first time in my entire life. I've never been this small and fit. And I have been where you are if you're struggling, and so is Kyle. And I just want you to know, like, I went to HE double L, what do you call that? HE double hockey sticks and back with my weight, and I struggled, and I know what it's like, and I didn't plan on getting emotional, but I know where you've been, and I know how impossible it might seem if you're struggling right now, but just know I never thought that I would be here, and Kyle and I are here for you. That's why we started this channel. You can love what you eat, and you can choose an exercise that you love to do or that you can do. It doesn't have to be hard. Just eat a little bit less. Just make one small change like we did, going from a bag of chips to a bowl.
Yeah,
just one little change.
It wasn't magic how we fixed our emotional eating. We just finally stopped taking away foods we loved. And we realized, hey, we can eat the same diet, just eat a little less.
Yeah, and the portions, it wasn't perfect. We made a lot of mistakes. But every time we made a mistake, it was because we took food away. When we had portion treats and we ate what we liked in portion, that was when we really stuck to it. That's why we were able to lose that much weight, both of us, 130 pounds each, and keep it off for 6 years.
And guys, it wasn't the food, it wasn't the exercise, it was our weight that was giving us all the health problems. Nicole went and did a new sleep study years ago and is cleared of her sleep apnea.
Yeah.
I've had perfect blood sugar for 6 years now.
And I don't have plantar fasciitis anymore. Every once in a while my heel might get a little sore, but I don't need to wear orthotics. I don't have to do stretches. The plantar fasciitis is totally gone.
And weight, no matter what the world is confusing you with, or it's very confusing about diets and all that, you got to start somewhere, we realized, and we had to do something sustainable, which was eating what we liked, but not as much because we were giving ourselves so many health problems. And we realized very quickly, in 3 months, it was the weight causing all of our health problems.
And seriously, after the first 50 pounds, we were able to go up and down the stairs without being out of breath. I could bend over and tie my shoes. We could walk a lot further. And so you're not alone. We love you. You can do this. Just start with one small change. Just pick one thing to eat less of to start. Get used to that, and then pick another thing to eat a little less. That's it. That's how it started.
Drink a little more water, move a little more in any way that you like. It doesn't have to be cardio.
And if you don't like something, find something you like. That's how you can sustain it. And if you guys want to know exactly what Kyle and I ate to lose our first and next 50 pounds, we do have 2 weight loss guides. The links are down below. Exact portions, exact meal plans, family-friendly recipes. Check them out. Links are down below. We also have 2 low-calorie recipes in Greg Doucette's Power 13 cookbook. The link for that is down below as well. Or you can keep watching these 2 videos here to find out even more of the foods and things that we liked that helped us get lean but not mean. We love you. We're here for you. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for your support. We're always here with you, even if we're not right there. We're through the camera.
Yeah, we're through the camera. That's perfect.
Bye.
See ya.
Remember, the friends, that weight loss isn't just about the number on the scale. It's also about here and here. Heart and mindset. Fight through it. You can do it. Don't give up.